What is going on, everybody? It's Tyro Investing here with another video. Today I will be covering the ETF MSOS Cannabis US ETF. Basically, it's a collection of all multi-state cannabis companies throughout the United States. And it's been on a really nice run lately, and I wanted to cover it as to see what the chart looks like, what you can expect for upside, and also why this is happening. So let's get right into it. We're going to be taking a look at the weekly chart here. As you can see, it's been, let's zoom out here. It's been in quite the downtrend since it hit its top in, when was this? This was early 2021. So it started in August 2020, had some initial downside, and then basically ran for, how many months is that? September 2020 to February 21. It had about 158% gain. Very impressive run. So as you can see, this can run. So I think obviously market conditions were really good at that time, which helps for sure. But I believe, that was, elections are in November, and this is when Biden was running. And if I remember correctly, he was very pro marijuana, which, he still is, which is kind of why we're getting into what we're getting into now. So I just wanted to show that it's very capable of a huge run. So, but let's get into what the chart is looking like now on the weekly. Zoom in here. So we kind of had this like consolidating pattern here where it was just, kind of bottoming out. Had a little pop there, but decided to bottom out again. And then we're kind of just getting this round, instead of being in a straight downtrend like it has been for a couple years, kind of had this rounding accumulation bottoming pattern, and now we're breaking out. So we were up here, denied there, tested, denied, and then finally this week we had a big breakout on the weekly chart. Really liking how this looks. I don't know the time frame, which is why I am just buying straight up shares of it personally, and I will continue to do so if we get any dips. I have a good amount of it that I already like, so if it were to just run, I'd be happy with it, but I definitely will accumulate more on dips. But the reason I'm not going to buy options on this one is because I want to have as much time as possible. I don't want to get eaten by decay on my options just because, the laws, the politicians are taking longer than expected. Who knows? This thing could be done next week for all I know. But we'll get into that right now. But that is mostly what I'm looking at. The weekly chart, big breakout. And my first target would be this area here where it was in a massive downtrend, but it tried here, denied, tried again, denied. So I think that's pretty clear resistance. And if you go from where we are right now, where the weekly closed out, to just even the top of that, which is 1460, you're looking at 85% gains, 84% gains. So that's super high potential. And even if you went to the top of this, you're looking at another 5, 6, 7% at 91. Excuse me. So that 1460 to 1525 area, that would be the area I would be looking to sell my shares, or at least a good amount of them. As I showed you earlier, these things cannabis can run when it gets a bid. And if it has the right news and the right push, we are in an election year again. So, and I think that's going to very much help, just like it was in 2020. So let's go over a few things here. U.S. cannabis stocks higher after DEA confirms marijuana status review. So what does that mean? Essentially, they are reviewing the what type of drug and what schedule it is. So, like, is it like a more right now weed is classified with drugs that are like very dangerous, and essentially they want to schedule it lower so that essentially it's not really even a problem to have it. It'll be there. Believe it's Schedule 3 right now, and they want to get to Schedule 1, which takes it like really off the books as anything like demonizing or threatening for like you going to jail or anything like that. So that would seriously help a lot of these companies that would, sell it. Basically, this guy summed it up perfectly. Like marijuana, with this ETF, you're buying U.S. multi-state operators, and then the DEA would reschedule it from 1 to 3. Sorry, I had that reverse. 1 to 3, which eliminates taxes that would end up making these companies more profitable. So think about that. If this gets rescheduled, a lot of these companies that are forced to pay higher taxes because of the schedule, because of what it's scheduled as right now, that would go away, which would make the companies more profitable. I mean, it really couldn't be any more clear why this is a really, really good catalyst. It's not just the image surrounding cannabis. It's literally in the financials of why these companies could really boost off. So when you put all that together, mix it with a breakout on the chart, I see no reason why this couldn't run like this, considering we've been in such a massive downtrend. We've seen it run big before, and I think it's time. I think it's time. Again, I'm not going to buy options on it. I'm just going to hold shares because shares are cheap here, and I just don't want to try to time the scheduling of the news or anything like that. So I'm just going to hold my shares, let it ride, see if we can hit that $14, $15 target, and we'll go from there. So things are looking really good for the cannabis sector, and MSOS is going to be the one I pick to ride it out. So yeah, if you could like this video, I would really appreciate it. Also subscribe to the channel. That helps me out, lets me know you guys like some of these videos. Also follow me at Twitter/X at Tyro_investing. I do daily posts on there about crypto, stocks, all that good stuff. So I would appreciate that as well. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.